Here are the records for the 1500. 3:29.46, Saeed Owita in 1985. That same year, nationalized American Sidney Marie set the American record of 3:29.77. A big field, just as we had on the women's 800. Big 1,500-meter field. Dave Strang from Stanford University. Doug Padilla, who will be watching, the American 5,000-meter national champion. Bill Crowley from Stanford, Johnny Gray from the Santa Monica Track Club, the speedster we talked about, Wes Ashford from BYU, who runs often with Doug Padilla, Chris Cushing Murray, Eric Mastelier, Paul Greer, Eric's twin brother, Mark Mastelier, will also be in the field, Roni Mayos from Israel, Dave Ottaway from England, Mark Olden, Mark Goulet, Brian Presson, Jason Lanau, Rod Heskett, and Ernie Freer.
This reminds me of a European track meet where they stack everybody up in the corner, wedge them together, and fire the gun. It looks like a cross-country meet on the track.
What you wind up with is a lot of flying elbows. What a chorus line across that start.
There you see Doug Padilla wearing the number 2 on his left hip. Let's see if he tucks behind everybody and stays out of the traffic. No, he's trying to sneak by on the inside. Watch Padilla. He's third right now. This is the largest field I think I can remember seeing in a mile. Dave Strang begins to pull away on the pole.
Strang will be setting the early pace. Now remember, they're just about to make this gentle turn 3 into a wind that at this point is still rippling the flags here in Modesto. You can see the California flag there on the pole. It is a strong, strong breeze. That's going to take something out of the runners, and it may change the tactics of the race, Larry.
Well, you want to stay behind Indian file here. It won't hurt you too much as you look at Doug Padilla right now, who is running in 4th place. But it won't hurt too much in an Indian file race to blow into the wind like these guys are doing, because somebody in front of you just pushes the air aside.
Dave Strang is a junior from South Africa originally, 21 years of age with a best of 3:47.69 for the distance, and he is quickly moving away.
There you see in second place is Bill Crowley from Massachusetts. He was a top 2-miler and has run 3:41, which is the equivalent of a 3:58 mile, and he's got a gulp there. He's in no man's land. 57.4 for the first 400 meters of this 1,500-meter race. Johnny Gray, an interesting story, running right now in 3rd place. He is a terrific talent, world-ranked, World Championship finalist, Olympic Games finalist, American record holder at 800 meters, now in 3rd place. This is his first serious attempt at a 1,500 meters or a mile. He's in 3rd. It'll bear watching. There you see him, number 466. He and Padilla. Padilla's been sick for the last couple of weeks, has been getting better the last couple of days. He's now, right now, in 6th place.
It is Dave Strang from Stanford with about a 25-yard lead over Bill Crowley from Stanford. In 3rd place is Johnny Gray.
Cushing Murray from Santa Monica Track Club is in 4th. Doug Padilla resting right now in 6th. The Masteliers are running back in 9th and 10th. They were 4:08 high school milers in Jesuit High School in Northern California.
1:58.7 at 800 meters, and now they're beginning to reel in as your Dave Strang has pulled off. Now taking over the pacing job is Bill Crowley.
Johnny Gray, this should seem very comfortable for him. After he passes, I'd say right about this point in the race, he's in a bit of foreign territory. He's run 1,000-meter races, which he's passed. He's not experienced, although he trains hard at interval work at running the full mile distance.
The pack beginning to close up on Bill Crowley, who is handling this 3rd lap. There is Johnny Gray. Right next to him, Chris Cushing Murray. Now moving up quickly.
That is Wes Ashford, who runs from Utah, a friend of Padilla's, and that was a 3/4 rabbit leg run by Crowley. It is Johnny Gray right now in the lead. Less than a lap to go. Ashford in 2nd, Murray in 3rd, Padilla in 4th. The question is, will Padilla have his speed coming off sickness?
The pace has not been fast, so you've got to believe that Doug Padilla, despite some of the recent illness that Larry talked about, 3 minutes for the 3rd lap. Now Doug Padilla moving up on the outside very quickly from 4th to 3rd. Now he is 2nd. He'll challenge Johnny Gray before they hit into the corner. Will Gray hold him off? Yes. Cushing Murray moving up. Wes Ashford is still in it. Crowley is still in it in 5th place. It is a 5-man race now, but all eyes are on the man up front, Johnny Gray. Quick look over his shoulder. Looking for Doug Padilla. Down the straight they come. He drifts out, but Padilla with a great burst of speed comes charging through. Johnny Gray perhaps with a little too much distance. It is Padilla, Johnny Gray, and Christian Cushing Murray. 4th is Wes Ashford. And then a tremendous battle for 5th position.
3:41.96 unofficially. That's the equivalent of about a 3:59 mile. Not bad for Padilla coming back from sickness, and a good debut by Johnny Gray.
And here is the stretch run once again. Watch Johnny Gray, who looks quickly to his right. Here comes Doug Padilla.
Bob, I don't think he had his usual zip here. Padilla would not have pulled up on his shoulder and run that way around the turn. Normally, Doug would have blown by the leader and run hard the whole last 200 meters. I think he's grateful to feel better the last 3 or 4 days and win the race. Nice victory lap. Johnny Gray deserves it. A lot of half-milers, 400-meter runners hate to step up to a longer race. And he certainly had a very fine debut, running the equivalent of a 4-minute mile.
And give credit, too, to Christian Cushing-Murray, who ran a very savvy race for his best performance in a world-class meet like this. 3:41.96. Unofficially, Doug Padilla wins the battle between the distance runner and the sprinter. It is Padilla, Gray, and Cushing-Murray. More from Modesto in a moment.
And now it's time to join our friend Doug Padilla, who has stepped down in distance after Johnny Gray stepped up in distance. And you were content to let everybody sort of break the wind for you there, so to speak, and just hang on Johnny Gray. I thought you might go a little bit earlier than that you might respect Johnny's speed the last 100 meters a little more.
Yeah, I was a little worried. We got to 200, and Johnny's not a guy you really want to be next to on the home stretch. But it's early in the season. I've been a little questionable, and so it's a lot better to be a little conservative and have a good kick than to go too hard and walk the last home stretch. So I felt like that was my best chance.
One of the reasons your 1990 indoor season was so outstanding was that for the first time in many years, you were healthy. Now it seems as though you've had some flare-ups of some other illnesses that you've had to deal with all these many years. At 33 years old, how much more time can you afford off having to deal with illnesses and little nagging injuries?
Well, one thing is I don't have any choice. You know, you do the best you can with what's given you. I think it's kind of avoidable to a degree.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you know.
I'm happy I finished today. Great runner here.
Hey,
watch out for Jay Graham. I'm coming up. Coming to get you.
Good speed down the home stretch against a good half miler. Huh?
Very good. Very good. A guy stepping down from the 5,000, a guy stepping up from the 800. Doug Padilla, our winner in the 1,500. Johnny Gray, very happy just to have finished the race.